Hi everyone! Today we are going to be watching the first and last episodes of Boy Meets World, and I am really curious to see the big time jump between, I think they were like in middle school when they first started, versus either like in the middle of college or graduating college by the last season. So I'm excited to see how different everything looks. This is one of those shows where I would watch it whenever it was on TV, but it would just be like whatever episode happened to be on. So I never got to see the whole plot of what happened until a few years ago. I think like 5 years ago, I decided to sit down during a winter break and just watch the entire show through. And it was really cool to see them grow up. So now I'm interested in seeing just the first episode and just the last episode and see how big of a difference it is, how big of a time jump it is. And I'm just really curious to see the pilot versus the last episode with a show like this that lasted for such a long time. Alright, feel free to like and subscribe, and let's start watching.
A candy bar? Doesn't your mother feed you a proper breakfast?
Oh yeah, she does. And I gotta get the taste of this shredded wheat out of my mouth.
The laugh track.
He's a teacher, man. Keep ragging on him. He's gonna make your whole 6th grade year miserable.
6th grade? I thought they started in 8th grade. Okay, wow. I don't think they got rid of a lot of characters. We'll see in the last episode, but I feel like in some of these longer running shows, they did like either switch out the mom, like with The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I feel like they kept everyone.
Pick up the knife and kill yourself.
Come on, Mr. Feeney. You and I both know she's not really dead. May I please stab her a few times just to make sure?
What?
Hey, you touch me with that knife, you better kill me the first time.
I love these characters. I feel like they don't come up ever again in the show, but I love both of them already.
What's the score? Bottom of the third, 2 outs.
What's this, Mr. Matthews? Romeo and Juliet is Shakespeare's ultimate testament of love between a man and a woman.
Are you aware that I'm only 11 years old?
11.
Are you aware that you have detention Friday afternoon?
Alright, cute. So we already know their relationship, him teaching him lessons, and Corey getting in trouble with him, but ultimately he's gonna be a great mentor to him.
Alex won 8-3!
I'm going out with Heather Ralston.
You know what that means?
It means every guy in the 10th grade wants to be me.
10th grade. So he's 4 years older than him.
You have detention with Mr. Feeney.
How could you possibly know that?
He stuck his head over the fence and told me while I was bringing in the groceries.
So far, I'm loving how they're establishing all the characters, with Corey's relationship with his brother and Eric's relationship with girls, and now with Mr. Feeney being their neighbor.
When you're older, you'll understand how your brother feels because girls will be important to you too.
My brother betrays me. My parents take his side.
Do you want me and Debbie to go to the baseball game with you?
I don't even think they changed her out. I feel like she might still be the same actress who they used in... Is she even in the last episode? Guess we'll find out.
Feeney loves me.
Feeney hates you.
Well, it's one of the two. Mr. Feeney, may I sit down?
I'd rather you didn't.
Hates me.
Again, really cute dynamic immediately with him being his mentor.
Hey, America's funniest home teacher.
Oh no. You know it's gonna be bad news with that phone call. Oh, that's sad. It is a little bit creepy that he can see directly into his house and that he is just watching his teacher eat dinner. But I guess it's to establish, again, how even though they're like making fun of each other, they're acting like they don't care about each other, but you know how they're gonna bond. Oh, they're eating dinner together without even realizing it.
Who abandoned Dad?
You did?
I never did anything like this to Dad.
Oh, when you were little, you couldn't wait for your dad to get home from work so you could throw the football around with him. He looked forward to it as much as you did.
I love these sentimental moments and like thoughtful teaching moments. I forgot that the sitcom had so many of them actually.
There's no bad guy. All I'm saying is that it's natural that people grow up and priorities change.
Mom, you were always very cordial to me when I lived here.
Then my favorite part is always right after that heartfelt moment, bringing in a good joke, and an actual good joke, not one that takes away from the moment, but that adds on and refers back to something that they were already talking about.
An 11-year-old boy cannot sit still this long. I'm gonna get up. I'm leaving.
I feel like I remember this, and I remember him not leaving. Or like he leaves, and then he opens the door back up.
I'm in the hall. Mr.
Yeah.
Feeney, this stinks.
I love that because it shows so much of his personality when he's literally like, I can walk out this door, but I won't because I got detention and I'm not gonna be disrespectful like that. And Mr. Feeney letting him exit the room knowing that he's not gonna actually leave, he's gonna come back.
You and I had dinner together last night.
Really? I wasn't aware.
I had chocolate pie and you had salad for two all by yourself.
Oh, I didn't realize that he admitted that he saw him over dinner.
Come into my classroom at the beginning of the year, and at the end you go. And I really don't know if in the time we spent together I have taught you anything.
Except not really for him, because technically it's supposed to be a year, but somehow he ends up teaching him for like all of high school and all of middle school, I mean, but also all of high school. I think he becomes like the principal or something of their school, and that's how he still stays in there. Then I don't know how he's with them during college. He just somehow manages to still be a part of their education throughout their entire lives.
You had a bad date?
I had a great date. Heather was beautiful. She knew what to say, she knew what to do. Unfortunately, her date spilled food, tripped over chairs, and had nothing interesting to say for 9 innings.
He's really chill right now. Eric, I mean. I remember, like, he slowly gets more and more wild throughout the seasons, and I feel like at the end, he's a little bit of a caricature. Just extremely goofy and mainly about comic relief.
Collar.
I sat there all night and didn't say anything. What could I say now?
Take her to a movie. There you're supposed to sit and not say anything.
That's actually perfect advice. That's actually great advice for him. Listen to your 11-year-old brother. He actually knows a lot.
I want you to know something. No matter how old I get, I'm always gonna be your big brother.
I like all the pink in this scene.
Even if I ever, which I won't, get interested in girls,
Milk?
and it seems like I don't care about you anymore,
Ketchup?
I still always want you to invite me to have tea with you.
Super cute. I adore how this established all the family relationships. So cute.
Boy Meets World will be right back.
Is that it? Oh, wow. That was a quick... Oh, just kidding. Just kidding. It came back.
I prepared a lovely salad niçoise for my sister, but she had to cancel at the last moment. Confused, Mr. Matthews?
Yes, I am, sir.
As it should be.
Okay, great. I was gonna say before the little... Okay, I have... Sorry, I got distracted because I had the scrunchie on this hand and I just looked down and it was on this hand. So I must have like switched it over while I was watching without even realizing it. Anyway, I was gonna say that Ryder Strong... Sean, there you go. Sean's actor isn't in this as much as I thought he was for the pilot episode. I think he got like a few lines maybe. He was in there for like the opening scene and the last scene, but just like a really tiny clip. Oh, and Topanga wasn't even in this one at all. Okay, so I'm excited to see Topanga and Sean. I literally just said his name. Why am I already forgetting it? Topanga and Sean for the last episode. Oh, the theme song. Oh my gosh, all these new characters. Okay. So the last episode is called Brave New World, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be like a 20-minute episode like the pilot, or if it was going to be like one of those hour-long series finales that some of the shows do. But this looks like it's 2 episodes, like a 2-parter finale. So we're going to go ahead and watch both of those.
I do not want to go to New York. What about Topanga? Why does everyone always take Topanga's side?
Topanga?
I was going to say, wow, he's a lot older. And then they immediately flash back to him being tiny again.
I want to see if our energies converge.
Oh, this is so cute. Okay, so this is going to be one of those finales where it's going to be a lot of flashbacks. It's probably going to recap the highlights throughout the whole series for me anyway.
I've been doing some thinking about New York.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm gonna do some thinking, too. Let me tell you what we're gonna do.
This is where our friends are. This is where we grew up. This is where we should stay. I'm gonna turn down the internship.
I'm confused. But it seems like they're debating between New York and Philadelphia. He wants Philly. She has like a job offer or something in New York.
We're not moving to New York, Shawnee. Nothing's gonna change.
You know she didn't mean a word she just said, right?
I know it.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like she might actually want to go to New York. Okay, so they've been like throwing these flashbacks a lot in the first. It's been 2 minutes, and they've just been doing a lot of compilations.
Feeney! Ooh, that was a new one. Mr. Feeney!
There you go.
I love the Feeney call.
Aww.
I had this made for you.
Oh, I'm glad he smiled about it. It was either creepy or sweet, and I'm glad he went with sweet.
Your best advice always came right here from the fence.
Hey, Mr. Feeney, what you doing?
Okay, what can I do for you?
Ooh, yeah, it's like strange cuts, like just very quick. Like, this is him as a child, now back to the present.
And she turned it down because of me. Wait a minute, how did you know that?
Oh, I think I remember. What if she turned it down not because of him, but because she's feeling too intimidated and she's not sure if she will succeed in New York and a bigger city?
That flower was in a small pot in my living room, but it outgrew its surroundings, so I transplanted it here in the garden. Now, Topanga always thrived here.
There you go. So now they have to go to New York. Because she's feeling intimidated. So as a good partner, he should encourage her to continue growing and embrace those challenges and support her in all of that.
Honey, I have never failed at anything.
And you never will as long as you stay right here and you play it safe. Well, I want to go to New York.
You would do this for me?
Topanga, I'd do anything for you. Topanga.
They're so cute. Oh, immediate cut to childhood again. It really is like the highlights of Corey's relationships with everyone. Topanga, with Mr. Feeney, and now I'm hoping there's gonna be like some highlights with him and Sean, because I haven't seen any of that. Sean hasn't been in the pilot or in this last episode so far at all.
I want to talk to you.
All right. I want to talk to you.
Sean and Angela, they were so good. I don't think they ended up together. I hope they reference it somewhat in this episode because I want to remember what happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, the John Adams High School class of 1998.
1998.
You marry me?
Oh, so cute.
You're gonna know from the
This is an example of him being like wild.
He's on fire. He's on fire. They're chopping up the dorm room. They're chopping up the dorm room.
Everything about that was wild. Oh my gosh, it happened again.
He's out.
Look at his face. He's not even reacting. He's just happy. I love this character though. He changed a lot and just was comic relief completely by the end of the whole show. But it was great.
I wasn't sure that love could survive everything that we put it through. But you were. You were always strong and always sure.
Is she even talking to Corey? I feel like she's talking to someone else because they haven't moved the camera from her. That's even better. It's both of them. Watching these last episodes actually ended up being like watching the whole show because they just keep referencing everything that happened in the show, like all the big moments.
Corey,
Okay, so we're back in the present.
We're going to New York. We are going to start the next chapter of our lives.
Can I have this dance?
And then we're right back to a flashback. I kind of expected a lot more to happen. I feel like it's just going to be about New York. There's not really going to be much of a plot for this one. It's more going to be of like sentimental...
Sorry, I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. It looks like a power issue, so try restarting it.
Okay, my Alexa randomly turns on. Oh no, I said it again. That was my bad. That was completely my bad. It turned on randomly, and then I said the name. Okay. Maybe when I said sentimental, it sounded like the name that I can't say because it will start talking again. Anyway, let's keep watching. Oh wait, was I saying something? I think I was saying like, it's just a lot of sentimental moments.
I feel this is the right move for me. You know, New York City.
Oh, he's going with them. Okay.
This is...
Goodbye.
Oh, that's it. I can't take this anymore. Here, this is for you.
You're coming with us? I'm going with you?
Wow, okay, so everyone's going to New York.
Do you really like her?
Yeah, I really do.
Okay, so I guess that was the first part of the finale. It felt really abrupt. I mean, the ending was really abrupt because it was a to be continued. Again, it's because there's not really a plot going on. It's just a bunch of flashbacks.
When the spawn meets world.
Alright. Part 2 of the finale, the actual last episode. Nothing really happened in the first part. Just everyone decided to go to New York. And that's basically it.
You're probably not gonna miss me at all, are you?
Not one bit.
I remember everything that you taught me. I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna teach that to my children. So you see, Dad, you're always gonna be around.
As much as I'm like, there's way too many flashbacks, they're also just really cute. Especially when it's scenes that I don't really remember and then suddenly it like comes flooding back into my brain when I see them.
All we ever do is buddy stuff. We have nothing. I want more. I don't think so.
You jumped out of a plane rather than talk to me.
Oh, now I kind of feel bad that they just started using him solely as comic relief later on. Because I was like, he was great, he was a hilarious character, but he has a lot more than that to offer as well.
My interpretation is that the artist is illustrating a very painful situation where the father monkey has 2 sons but only 1 coconut. He splits the coconut in half, but only half a coconut isn't enough for either son.
I love that they decided to include that.
And art you want to talk about now? Neoclassicism, Impressionism, photographic art. Ansel Adams, American landscape. He's probably my favorite, but you didn't know that.
I love that because I feel like, especially the later episodes, he was just so silly that I kind of forgot. I did actually forget that he's smart and he has his own opinions and a way to have like an emotional impact on the show.
I could never have handled Dad's death without you. I just wish you could be here to see us finally getting along.
I am here. I'm always here for you, boys.
I remember watching that scene when I watched the whole show through. It was really emotional because there was so much that happened between the 3 of them.
Hey, little bro. Come here.
I forgot he had a little brother.
You know what's out there? The world. You're gonna be part of it someday. You're gonna learn something from it every day.
I can't tell if this is a flashback or this is happening right now. I'm assuming this is like a current part of his goodbyes.
Boy Meets World. Now I get it.
Okay, they're outside, so I'm assuming one last goodbye with Mr. Feeney, and then we're probably wrapping up.
Take care of yourself, Corey.
I can't tell if that's the same actress. I think it is.
What?
I like that he's still kind of like the sarcastic, just straightforward with them type of teacher that he was in the pilot episode too.
Believe in yourselves. Dream. Do good.
Don't you mean do well?
No, I mean do good.
Ooh, I guess the final classroom scene.
I regard all my students equally.
You know we're your favorites. Come on, Feeney. You haven't even talked to another student for 7 years.
Okay, that was great. Aww.
I will never forget you. You were more of a father to me than my own dad.
I remember I read somewhere that this scene was done in one take because everyone was just so emotional.
Never give up on me. Never once. You're the best person I know.
He did learn a lot from him, and he was one of few adults who he respected and was always there for him. Of course, being silly to the last moment.
Mr. Matthews.
You think we know each other long enough for you to call me Corey?
I think we know each other long enough for me to call you Cornelius.
Mr. Feeney, not even Topanga knows that.
Cornelius. Isn't that the name of the Meet the Robinsons character too? The one with like the hair?
You coming with us, Mr. Feeney? You gonna sneak up on us in Central Park or something?
Did he ever show up in Girl Meets World?
I love you all.
Aww.
Class dismissed.
Alright, that was really sweet. It made me want to watch more of the episodes just throughout, not necessarily the whole show again, because it is a pretty long show. But all of the flashbacks reminded me of some really good episodes that I kind of want to rewatch. Alright, this was really nice. Oh, I heard footsteps. Hi, buddy. Okay, he left the door open, and I'm sure he probably wants me to go to bed soon, so thank you for watching. Bye.